Welcome back to the channel. Here we are again, although I got some bad feeling that today this might be the last episode in the playthrough. Not because I don't like the game, because I do like the game, but because if it wasn't for this, put it this way, if it wasn't for this leaking water tower where I just got all this fresh water from, we would already be dead. I'm having a hard time sustaining our quality of life here for all of our citizens. So, picking back up where we left off, we had finished the leaking water tower. We have finished the mission at the, the oil factory ruins. And all we have left to do here, aside from the obvious and gathering and whatnot, I'm not talking about the buoy drops, but all that we really have left here to do is the abandoned shack. So we're going to send one over there right now. See if we can send a salvage boat over there. And I'm thinking, just kind of thinking ahead how I'm going to go about expanding this. I would like to box this in, but if I'm to do that, I'd have to get rid of these mooring points. I'm not really sure what the optimal configuration would be. I'll have to think about that for a bit. So let's see. Let's place a salvage buoy. You need some wood, that's for sure. So let's get out here. It's pretty far away, but we need to see if we can place it here. Can we make that big enough? Okay, we'll go with that one for now. One fishing boat supposed to be going over there. I don't know, we might be able to, we might not be so bad off. Might be okay here. Looks like we got 5 food. That's great. We got 5 canned food from there. Let's see, we do have some fish to dry. So our food capacity is not too bad, but what I'm once again worrying about is our firewood. Do have 10. Let's go. We do have 10 firewood in this distiller, ready to go. None in this one. Keep this one moving, I think, here for a bit. And see if we can get our water back up. Our food just skyrocketed, which is great. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna pull out of this. Hopefully, those are not famous last words. See what else there is for us to get here. Okay, he's fishing. Let's just check our buoys. We have 1 buoy here. There's only 5 fish remaining there. Another buoy here, 5 fish. Okay, so once this is done, I think we will be out of nodes for fishing, I believe. I don't see any others. Let's scroll out here. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure as soon as I got here, I did throw down buoys for every fishing node that I could find. But that's okay. We have plenty of fish. We'll see, how many resources we can pull out of here before we have to move. Let's start drying some wood. We have a bunch of drying racks. Let's dry some wood there. You dry some wood there. You can continue on with fish. Do gotta keep that going, obviously, too. Do have some more water being produced. We just seem to really consume that very quickly. I wonder if there's anything under our research points that we can learn here. Slowly generates a small amount of fresh water. Well, that would be fantastic. Let's spend our next research points on that. What do we need to do to build this now? Okay, yep. We just need 18 wood. Alright. It's time to go hard on the wood. Get you. Yeah, that's pretty much covered. That's definitely not the most efficient, but we have plastic. We're going to need some of that plastic too, but for right now I think we're just going to focus on the wood. We should have way more than we're going to need from this. And I don't know how much water this is really going to produce. It does say it slowly generates a small amount of fresh water, so we need 18 wood, dry wood per solar still. If we can get at least 2 of those going, maybe it'll turn our fortunes around as far as our resources and water goes. Oh, in the meantime, though, that is one thing I didn't really consider. Where am I going to put them, right? Let's try to build out this way. I think I like this idea. Go as far as we can on 16. That should allow us to get... We should have enough now to still build 2 stills of plastic. Should have enough plastic to build 2 stills, I should say. Alright, that's going to have to go... Oh, those Yetis are big. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I just did this then. So since this is a solar still, I can't imagine it's going to need any resources. It's not. Okay, it is taking salt water, converting it to fresh water. I don't think there's anything else I need to do to this, but I don't see any progress bar happening here. It does say slowly generates as well, so this may happen a lot slower than is helpful for us. Can we get another one out pretty soon? We can. One more piece of wood needs to be dried. Should happen any second here. Plenty of wet wood. Let's go. Almost, almost. We are down to 0 fresh water reserves. Hurry up and produce. One more still here. I don't know what's going to happen. This is the first time we've been actually sitting at 0 water reserves for more than a moment. These solar stills might have been too little too late. But they really are. It does say slowly generates a small amount of fresh water, and I get that, but these are really slow to generate 1 fresh water. Okay, this distillery is kicking back on now. I think we just need to focus on water production. Always. Take a look at the map here. We are going to want to go here. There's some animals there, probably be good for food, some villagers. And in town, just trying to plot our course here, as you will. Let's see. I think we're going to end up heading in that direction, if possible. 5 water there to export. There's water on this still to export as well. Water reserves are looking a bit better now. Of course, now our food reserves are dropping. It's nice that these are passively generating water, but these obviously they're just at such a slow pace. I'm not sure it's really gonna matter much. Alright, I think once these distilleries are finished with their current jobs here, I think we're gonna move to this town. We could try to stay and get more wood, but I feel like every time as much wood as we're gonna get, we're gonna immediately use it just on getting water. We should at least be able to do some other things at the same time. All of our workers are busy now, though. They're all being consumed, so maybe we should move and try to pick up those extra villagers. That's going to hurt our water production, but it also will give us, more ability to get more things done at a time. And I think that should be pretty important for us to focus on now. Water's up to 16, food's at 14. I think it's time for us to. We're going to move here. Requires 1 oil. We're going to do it. Alright, I think right away. Let's check out what we have here. We're going to go right and rescue them. Salvage. Oh, that's a lot of scrap metal. And what is this? Raw seaweed. I don't really know what the purpose of that is, but we're gonna go for it. How many people are we gonna have left here? Oh, we already rescued them. Must have been really close. Wow, they were really close. That's great. Alright. Of course, that doesn't really help us when it comes to our housing situation. Maybe we should try to get that done quickly. What do we need for housing? We just need more plastic. Let's get a buoy down and some plastic. Where's the closest one? There isn't one super closest there. Well, we're going to need to throw a fishing buoy down here. What is this one? Is this hunting? Is this animals? Seems that way. It looks like we haven't unlocked it. Is there an animal boat or something? I think maybe we just need to find the animals on the map, and then I don't think we can't place a buoy on them. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. But let's get our buoys down for what we do need. Oh, stomach's growling. Stomachs are growling. Gotta get out and get those fish. Guys need to prioritize. Speaking of that, let's set some priorities. Now it's fishing. 2 guys so far on priority. Let's go there. Let's set a few of these here now. So what else can we do? Salvaging stuff around buoys. Yeah, that's pretty important. How about we go sweaty? We'll give you a priority on that. Let's change your hauling back down to normal. And here we go. Cannonball. You also go salvage. Water does seem to be a little more sustainable. We did use a lot of firewood to make that water. It looks like you can see how much we have here. So it's going to be 27. That's going to be 32 more firewood. I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio, or maybe it's a 2. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio, actually, is what it was. 2 firewood to 1 water. That should be, you know, a lot more units, so we should be okay here. Got a lot of metal scrap coming in here, too. I saw something in here that we could build if we had enough research points that required metal scrap. What was it? The fish kebab, right. Well, we do need 2 more research points for that. Maybe we'll end up getting them here. That is done. And this is done. We have just the seaweed left. I'm not sure what we need the seaweed for quite yet. Alright, well, we're in a much better spot with water. We're obviously hurting on food, but we're on that. You know, we do have multiple fishing buoys out. Let's just take a quick look. 1 fishing buoy out. Okay. They must have depleted one. I know I put more than 1 out for fish. Alright, I guess we're going to have to place a few more down here. If we can get 2 more research points, though, we might be able to. We can build that fish kebab. I'm sure that's going to matter as far as the preparation of the fish. I'm sure we can use that to actually produce a higher number of food reserves per fish. And if that's the case, we'll be in a much, much better spot. So on that note, we're going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching, and as always, check back soon for a new episode.